Oh, it got busy fast. Welcome. Countdown to the Critics' Choice Awards. You know what? It's nominated for Best Drama Series. Chris Sullivan from This Is Us, a seafood fan.
The show.
How's everybody doing?
Good, how about
Walk with
yourself?
us because
stumbled right into your interview.
we're
Yeah,
telling
hey, we
people
like
that
it.
we have got cameras absolutely everywhere,
Yeah.
which we do, and we're taking people down the blue carpet all the way in. You excited tonight?
I could not be more excited to be here. And I thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what was your name?
Jessica.
Jessica, Chris?
Chris, pleasure.
Your name?
Sam?
Sam, Chris.
Chris, nice to meet you. Say hello to our friends Megan and Doug. They're down the way.
Oh, hello, Megan and Doug. I look forward to seeing you down the way.
Hello, Chris.
Well done, very
We may
good.
grab you. Very well done. And good afternoon to all of you. We are live in Santa Monica at the Barker Hangar. As you can see, the stars are going to be coming and coming and coming. And we're going to grab them, Doug Kolk, right when they walk up to us.
And I also think it's important to point out exactly where we are. Yes, Barker Hangar, but if you happen to hear a plane fly above,
Right.
no, they're not shooting the sequel to Dunkirk.
That's true. That's true. Inside, there are a ton of tables. It is so beautiful here. Of course, the Critics' Choice Awards just a couple of hours away. And this is just such a special, special day for so many of these people because this is the critics. I also wonder for a lot of these actors, if this is a little bit of an intimidating room. These are the peoples who decide whether they love or they hate their work, and they're not afraid to say it.
It's the difference between 5 stars and 2.
It's true. It's true. So, of course, we're going to be here all afternoon. Sam and Jess, they're at the beginning of the carpet. We're at the end of the carpet, so we're going to catch all your favorite celebrities. Let's send it back over to you guys.
Thank you, guys. There is a big difference between 5 stars and 2 stars.
Yeah.
5-star looks for our friends Megan and Doug.
Megan,
Right.
what a beautiful dress.
Oh,
Doug, handsome,
thank
of course.
you. Back over to you. Giovanni is what I'm wearing. 14-karat jewelry, Beverly Hills. Jessica, looking stunning as always.
Thanks, Megs. It's Victoria Beckham from
nice.
Albright Fashion Library, Los Angeles. 14 carats jewelry.
I have 14 carats cufflinks, and
Fancy, fancy.
JB Custom Clothiers in downtown LA cannot recommend that
Fantastic.
enough. I don't know if he did the Chris Sullivan suit, but we want to point out that This Is Us star will be joined, ladies, Justin Hartley on the way here, Chrissy Metz, Milo, all of the stars
All of
from
them.
This Is Us.
I know.
People were saying that 2017 to some degree had a lot of things to be unhappy about,
Yeah.
but there were some really terrific moments in entertainment, and you're going to see a sort of a compilation now of all the nominees from both movies and television here on the Critics' Choice Awards. Watch this.
In 3, 2, 1.
I wish I had a mother like me instead of nice.
Say action so I can hear her. Thank you very much.
You're not welcome!
This comedy thing, it has to work.
The Great Wall is here.
Would you stop interrupting me while I am interrupting you?
Gary Oldman there. Gary Oldman
Churchill.
amongst our
Oh, my
nominees.
goodness.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend Rachel Bloom has won a Critics' Choice Award.
She has.
She is a presenter tonight, and we'll be chatting with her in just a couple of minutes. Amongst the other stars we're excited to talk to today. And we talk about this, this phrase, it's cliche, stepping out of your comfort zone. But for Mary J. Blige and her work in Mudbound.
Yeah. We, had the chance to talk to her a little bit the other day, and it's really incredible. Everybody knows Mary J. Blige, her music. She's been a big hit diva for many years, and she calls herself one. And that was an interesting conversation we had with her the other day about what it meant to step into this role in Mudbound. Take a look.
Golden Globe nominations, Critics' Choice nominations, Screen Actors Guild nominations.
Wow.
What does all that mean to you?
It's so beautiful. It's so humbling. I can't thank God enough, seriously, because I know the struggles that I have in my life. So I can't, like I said, I can't thank God enough for blessing me. So beautiful. Like, this is a beautiful thing. Things like this don't happen that often to people like me. I've been blessed in my music career, but I mean, as an actor, I thought I was just doing some great work and getting my feet wet and going hard after something and respecting the craft. And all this comes out of it. So I know it's a blessing, and I'm very, very grateful for it.
Oh, she is just terrific. What an amazing performance. Excited to talk to her. There is so
Yeah.
much more here.
Oh, well,
We're gonna let Rachel come to us, but
I
first
know,
a few
I was
photos.
thinking, is Rachel behind us? We can talk to her
We'll
now.
get a quick break. We're right back here. We're counting down to the Critics' Choice Awards. More from live from Santa Monica. Welcome back. Counting down to the Critics' Choice Awards. Not everybody in black. So that is one interesting headline here. And another headline coming our way. It's Rachel Bloom and Pete Hoffman from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Come on, you guys.
And here's what I love about Rachel Bloom. When she heard about this, she's like,
I know.
she's like, I've got to call my mom and tell her to tune in.
I did just text my mom, and I just texted our whole cast from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend to let them know that we're live right now. I don't know if anyone's watching. Because
they are. Now that you sent that out?
Well, it's a long text chain, and most of us have muted it on our phones, so I don't know if anyone's going to see it in time.
Here's the thing that separates Rachel from many. You have won a Critics' Choice Award.
Yes, I
We were
have.
going to bring it, too.
He had that idea that he was like, did you bring it? And I actually think that's a fantastic idea.
Wouldn't it, right?
Especially
Put it on
because
the
I
table.
and the show are not nominated this year.
What is
Well,
up
but
with
you
that?
know what? This is how gracious Rachel is. You're presenting this year.
Yes, just as I pettily was like, you're like, but you're so gracious. Shut up. Yes, I am indeed presenting this year. Yes.
Do you know what category?
I forget.
So she presents, or maybe she
Very
doesn't.
good.
Maybe she. No, I do present. I'm presenting with Anthony Anderson. That I know.
Oh, that'll be fun. But Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, speaking of fun, what a fun show for you guys.
Are you down?
He's down to
I'm
step.
trying to be polite, because otherwise
He's
I won't
tall.
be in the shot.
No, right.
It's true, he's down to
Just
step.
keeps me in the shot.
But you guys seem like you must have the best time together. There's music, there's acting, there's
Oh my
laughs.
God, it's so much fun. And for Halloween, the entire cast dressed up as me. Oh my God, it was ridiculous.
What an honor.
Well, it was actually a very nice honor, but it was actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Everybody always plays with each other and sings together, and we play the ukulele on the side when we're getting ready to go out.
By we, Pete means him.
Yeah, it's all about me.
The musical numbers are great. Pete's hair is great tonight.
Right?
Well, listen.
It comes off and I put it in a box at night.
Pete's hair is one of the wonders of Hollywood, frankly, and I think that you
It's
should
a
get
set.
more. Well, it's also the stash.
Yeah.
Well, and the eyebrows.
Yeah.
We're gonna do more admiring Pete. Nice to see you both. Have fun tonight. How was that? Did you like that?
Great segue.
And one thing inside, you guys will find this when you walk down the red carpet. There's a whole party space, Nectar Juice Bar, and Yogurt Land right there, like at the store. You can have it if you want.
I'm excited. They actually have food this year.
I know it's a change.
A lot of mingling, a lot of eating.
Doug Cook's
too.
there
Enjoy.
inside our party space. Doug, how does it look in there?
Doug, how does it look, Doug?
Well, Sam, we're in an area right now that is well beyond, at least in 2 hours, will be well beyond my credentialing accessibility. And the reason why is because just behind this carpet is the actual banquet hall. That's where the celebrities will be for the Critics' Choice Awards. Out here, well, this is the area if they want to take a little breather, take a little break. Perhaps maybe they're not happy with the fact that Shape of Water's winning every award. They can head over to the bar. Or if they need a little recharge on their phone, they got a charging station right here. But like you said, Sam, who can ignore the fro-yo? I can't. Strawberry, pina colada, chocolate, or cookies and cream? Choices. Don't mind if I do. We're gonna go down the line here.
Wait, he's gonna put it on the mic? He's making it.
Go wild. Get a little bit of each.
I tell you what, that is extraordinarily popular. There is a photograph of Tom Hanks from a couple years ago having the most generous Sunday that you can
It's
possibly
like
imagine.
stars are just like us.
Right, precisely right. Sterling K. Brown over there. We come back here in just minutes.
Live from the Critics' Choice Awards.
Sam Rubin and Jessica Holmes from the Critics' Choice blue carpet. It is red hot already. Mark Maron didn't even have a tuxedo when he got his nomination. You're about to be joined by your glow star here. She's coming.
Yeah, coming on up. Hi, gorgeous.
How are you, pretty?
Hi.
Good.
You're
nice
so
to see
handsome.
you.
It's a love fest.
You need to step on this step and show off this lovely.
Betty, let's talk about this. How well does he clean up, and how unexpected is that to you?
It's unexpected. I mean, you're very dapper.
Hey,
He always looks dapper.
I'm surprised a couple of things, that I got a suit and that there's no cat hair on it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's half the battle. And a little like 2-day stubble.
Yeah, that I have. I
Sure.
keep that.
Yeah.
I don't like to shave all the way down.
Yeah, keep it mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look
This
so
show-
pretty.
Thank you.
This show Glow has been complimented by the Critics' Choice, several nominations. You tell me the fact that people are responding to this work means something.
It's great. Are you kidding? It's like the 80s. It's like, 14 women wrestling. I mean, wait, what is the big mystery?
What's not to like?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
it's great actors,
Yeah.
actresses.
Come for the butts, stay for the narrative.
That is a tagline if
Well
I ever
said.
heard one.
Kids,
Yes.
we're gonna let you go, and as we say goodbye to you, Sterling K. Brown and his beautiful wife are gonna make their way. Sterling, tell Mark Maron about his podcast and why you like it so much.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
The man has great taste. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
He brings in great comic actors, and comics themselves, and just really gets inside of what makes someone funny.
Are you ready to spill it?
I'm not funny yet. I'm not funny yet. When I do something funny, I'll come. Deal.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
But is that like agreeing? I mean, his podcast, Mark Maron's WTF, is amazing, but it's agreeing to like a 3-hour therapy session.
Sometimes we need that, right?
Would Sterling spill all?
Yes. Sterling is a very open book.
Pretty open. I am. I don't think there's anything that I carry to my grave. Maybe like 1 or 2 things, but I can't even think of what they are right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty open.
Okay.
The memoir's coming. Memoir's coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
There'll be a few chapters, juicy chapters.
There'll be some juice. There'll be some juice.
Speaking of juicy stuff, boy, do people love your show. I love this phrase, the big 3.
Yes.
And there's such a... Are you stopped every 2 seconds, either by yourself or when you're with him? Like, what's going to happen next?
Oh yes, when we're together, when I'm by myself, people don't necessarily get it. But then they're like, "You just look so familiar." Oh, you were by the pool. You were by the pool. And I was like, I don't know anything that's happening, but So yeah, people want to know. They not only do they want to know, but they want to they just want to be involved because they're so invested. You know.
Right. They want to know, but at the same time, they want to be surprised.
Yes.
So I never give anything away because I wouldn't want it to be ruined for them. I love reading the scripts myself and seeing what's about to happen, so I would never deprive any of our fans of that experience.
You wear your emotions on your sleeve often on that. When you watch it, do you tear up?
Oh, like a baby. Like a baby. But I have issues. Do
you do ugly cry?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I took my son to go see Pete's Dragon, and he was looking at me like, "Are you gonna make it?
Gotta
Are
get
you
that."
okay?" I was like, "Daddy, gonna be just fine." It's an intense sort of thing for me, and my whole family makes fun of me for it.
He's a sobber.
Yeah.
But that's why we love you, because we kind of had a feeling
I appreciate it. I've never had any sense of shame with crying. I do it openly, and I do it all the time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very good. You guys enjoy tonight.
Thank you
Nice
guys
much. Good to
so
see you.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Mwah. You guys have
The
fun.
Smoots there. Nice to see you. Mwah. There we go. And one of the
The
stars of
loveliest.
American Crime is here. Here we go.
Hello, how are you, Benito?
Come on,
Good
I
to
used to
see
sing
you.
good morning.
It feels like morning.
In the morning, every morning, right?
But now you're watching us here. People have responded to this show in a big way.
Yeah, no, it's been really fantastic. You guys were some of the biggest supporters for the season 1 of American Crime. I remember talking to you at the Emmys and everything else. So we've had a great run now that it's come to an end, but I'm glad to be here representing the show.
Yeah. And was there some difficulty in kind of picking the storyline? There's so much out there, so many different ways you could go with a story like that.
The story is about human and servitude and indentured, and it's a rich, unfortunately, a rich well from which to draw, and lots of stories to pick.
Yeah.
So.
And we what is being highlighted, I think, tonight are these extraordinary performances, many featured on your show. And when you see great acting in front of you, does it take you out of it, or do you plunge into it? We've had other people say when they work opposite these amazing performers, for a minute they're like, wait a minute, I'm in the scene too.
Initially, when they walk in the room, say you walk a big star,
right?
And you go, wow, they're here, I'm here. But as soon as you start, you're in character, they're in character, and you have your mission. You have to get your story across. You have to have your communication. All that goes out the window, and everyone that I've worked with seems to be fine. So it's not an issue.
Well said. Good to
So
enjoy
great
tonight.
talking
Good
to you.
see
Have
Thanks so
fun.
much.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You
Boy,
too.
that's a good show.
You too.
Here comes young McKenna Grace.
McKenna Grace in florals. You look so pretty.
Thank you. I think that you look gorgeous, and I love your dress.
Oh, very
Wow.
sweet.
I like your suit.
McKenna, you are the politest person
You
alive.
are. You are. How old are you, McKenna?
I'm 11. I'll be 12 June 25th.
Okay. So 11 and a half, we could say.
I guess.
There is an award tonight for Best Young Performer. And you're giggling
Careful,
when I
don't want
talk
you to
about it.
fall.
We don't want you to fall.
Yeah.
There's
a step
The
here.
pre-show injures McKenna Grace.
Yeah.
We don't want that to happen.
Well, I'm really excited to be here right now.
Are you a fan? Who are you psyched to see?
Oh goodness. I don't know who's all gonna be here, so I'm just excited to just be here and see all these
Angelina
really beautiful-
Jolie.
Oh my goodness.
I heard she's gonna be here.
Goodness gracious. I'm just so excited to be here and get to meet all and see all these gorgeous people in their gorgeous dresses and suits and just excited to see everyone.
Well,
It's
then
just
you know
so
what?
exciting.
Tell people, you look in this camera, say the excitement continues. We're going to be right back.
Okay, the excitement continues. We're gonna be right back.
Yay,
Perfect. Well done, McKenna.
Good job.
We welcome you back as we count down to the Critics' Choice Awards. And this is kind of fun. Jessica, as you know, it's the largest gathering of critics anywhere. And consequently, what critics get to do, and I get to do this a lot, we go to screenings, we see things in advance, we get to review movies. We had a camera inside one of our most recent top secret screenings. Look at this. Mary J. Blige, Mudbound.
They say it's bad luck to watch somebody leave.
Hong Shao, Downsizing.
When I little girl, my father, he take me, my sister, go see butterfly.
Tiffany Haddish, Girls Trip.
You feel funny? I feel fine.
Holly Hunter, The Big Sick.
Don't have to stay, Camille. You have already done.
Allison Janney, I, Tanya.
I didn't stay home making apple brown Bettys. No, I made you a champion.
Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird.
The way that you don't work, you're not even worth state tuition, Christine.
Octavia Spencer, The Shape of Water.
Some of the best minds in the country peeing all over the floor in this here facility.
One of our very competitive categories there, Best Supporting Actress. That other secret screening thing we'll get to in just a couple minutes.
You're making it even more secretive by making us wait.
But here's a talented and beautiful actress.
Alana Bowden, gorgeous. Come on up in the Elizabeth Smart story, nominated this afternoon. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And you tell me, as you walk in here tonight, a lot of people suggest the nomination is often the win. You get an invitation to the dance, that kind of thing. Will you be nervous when that category comes up?
Definitely. Yes, most definitely. I will be nervous. Yeah, it's incredible to be here. I feel so honored.
Okay, I want to say Australia. London. Or one or the other.
You got him.
Far outweighing their representation of the population. Every successful actress is from England or Australia or elsewhere. Why do you think that is, and why so important to cross over here?
I mean, I don't know, really. I'm not sure.
Some suggest it's the training, that there's a different sort of standard of rigor and training in the English theater.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we have some great training over back at home. Definitely, yeah, some fantastic.
Did you have the chance to talk to Elisabeth Smart before you took on the role?
Yeah, I did, and she's absolutely fantastic. She's such an inspiration.
What a story, I mean.
Yeah, 100%. She's absolutely fantastic. And she was, it was great to just get to talk to her and just understand, like, really how she felt and what she went through before filming.
It really obviously requires a great deal of empathy to do something like that. Boy, enjoy tonight. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Lori Grenier on the way in a moment. David Theos, here he comes.
Hello,
from
David.
Fargo. Yes.
Hi,
Hello.
David. I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
all right. We've met before.
Yes, we certainly have.
Oh, you look very dapper in the green suit.
Yeah, it didn't look as green as this in the shop.
Well, there, you can take a look.
It matches your eyes.
Yes. Okay, that's good. I'm happy.
Go with that, yeah.
It's a bit shocking.
People had great affection for this, and it's unusual to take a movie and then, I don't want to say reinterpret it, but the milieu of the movie and then extend it this way very successfully.
Yeah, well, that's why I did it, because I thought it had been done twice before with the first and second season, and I've never hesitated less in taking a job in my life, because I just was so thrilled to be asked to do it, and then the part turned out better than I could imagine. You know.
And the performance.
Feeling.
The performance turned out better than anyone could imagine, and the world is still recovering. Yeah.
Stuff like this, do you enjoy it? Is it a chance to see? Because I think people are familiar with you and familiar with your work. Do you enjoy stuff like this?
I don't usually, but I've done a few now. I did the Emmys before, which I didn't really enjoy. I didn't really
No?
like it. It was a bit...
Too much?
Yeah, it's too much. And it was all very formal and couldn't even get a drink of water. The Golden Globes the other night, I loved. I had a great time. And this looks fairly relaxed as well. So I'm getting a bit blasé now. I'm not expecting to win, so there's no pressure.
A little Thursday afternoon award show, you know.
Only the biggest stars in televisions and movies. We're going to let you enjoy your afternoon and evening.
Thank
Quick
you.
break here.
Thank
We
you.
come back in just a moment.
Welcome back.
The last year,
Yes.
whenever there is a vote for Best Drama, it has hands down gone to The Handmaid's Tale.
He does this every time. He does this every time. You guys have to be so excited about the response right out of the chute for Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, it's fantastic to be part of a program which is also about a broader conversation and has deeper issues. Often you're kind of just involved in broad entertainment, so it's really exciting.
You know, what's really fascinating is you're in probably the toughest category of them all, up against Game of Thrones, up against The Crown.
Game of Thrones, is that a TV show?
little one, low budget, you know. But here, every award show, you guys just keep taking the crown.
Are you going to keep taking the crown? I liked that. Are you going to jinx us today?
I don't think so. I don't think we can jinx you. That show is just so phenomenal. What do you attribute that to?
Some really awesome actors, I think. No, I mean, we have a really incredible team. The entire cast, creatives, everybody in the crew, everybody's kind of firing at all cylinders and doing some of the best work I've ever seen them do. And it's really come together, and to be rewarded for it in any way is just a blessing. It's like a cherry on top.
And OT, what is your favorite show on the air right now? What do you love watching?
What do you mean, outside of Handmaid's Tale?
I know that's all you sit around and watch is Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, well, I've really been enjoying Atlanta recently, which I think is a fantastic show. Yeah.
Very good. What about you, Madeline?
Oh, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh my
On
God.
Amazon? Yes,
Dude,
it's a good one.
It just won the Globe.
Yeah,
Some awards.
you gotta watch.
She's okay. You know, she's
marginal, right?
I'm a
Marginal, yeah. Madeline, OT, thank you guys so much for being here. Handmaid's Tale, check it out on Hulu. You guys have fun tonight.
Hey, we did a thing.
Let's send it back over to Justice Sam.
Okay. Oh, hi, guys. I'm just talking to Bill Pullman here.
I was just whispering about Bill Pullman.
Yeah.
Then proceed.
Well, there's a few things we're talking about. The fact that you run into neighbors at an event like this, talking about your buddy David.
Thewlis.
You spend Halloweens together on the block.
Thewlis better than Bill Pullman.
You're right,
A hospital name. Best your performance in a miniseries, really good limited series. Great work here.
Thank you very much. Yes, I was relieved that I'm not competing against David. He's in supporting actor, which is very good.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about him. But yeah, no, it's good group of actors this year.
And we were just talking about this, the idea of sort of catching up with your neighbors and things like that. Is there, it's a club and that kind of thing, and it's sort of a membership meeting?
Well, yeah. Some of it is because we do, at our neighborhood, in Beechwood and Hollywood, we do a big Halloween thing, and I have been in disguise, so I don't get to chit-chat. So I'm discover. They say, oh, Bill, you don't know it, but I was at your house. And
So you dress up. You're into the Halloween spirit in the neighborhood.
I used to. Now our kids are in their 20s and they're taking off, and I get to sit up on the porch and resupply the candy.
Right. They go, hey, that's Bill Pullman. Does that happen a lot?
I still have a little hat. Yeah, little disguise.
Bill, enjoy tonight. People will recognize you for your work and who you are tonight.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Always
good to see
a
you. Thanks so much.
pleasure,
Thank
Bill.
you.
Have a
Thanks
good
so much.
time. Thank
Thank
you.
We say so long to Bill. We say hello to Jim Gaffigan.
See?
They know each other. They're old friends.
Yeah.
They're chatting.
Yeah. We hate to
Right.
eavesdrop, but we
Yeah,
almost
so
can't help it.
They know. All right.
Yeah.
Look,
See?
it's a whole thing. It's a schmooze of all sorts.
I did want to ask Bill about Spaceballs, one of the best movie of all time.
I was in a movie with Bill, Bottle Rocket, which is a fantastic movie about the wine business.
I didn't know
Jim,
that.
Jim, we would have you schmooze with Bill all day.
Jim!
A live show.
You're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
How's it going? Why am I standing a step down?
Come on up. That's the real deal there.
Now I'm too high. Hi, how are you guys?
Good.
So exciting, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to win?
Who's
nominated?
Everybody.
Wouldn't it be great if it was just the critics that were nominated and all these actors
could vote on them?
Right?
Oh, well, Sam would get a vote for one of your favorite critics, maybe.
That's right. You are the best.
Yeah. He's get a vote or two.
He's great.
He's been working on his acceptance
He's
speech
been
for
working.
years.
You worked this morning and you're working all day.
It is a tireless effort to bring this to you because we're excited about it. Do you have presenter banter figured out? We're presenters too, actually.
I'm just going to go up there and I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
Tell the truth.
Uh-oh, that could be dangerous, huh?
I'm just going to go out there and be honest. And you know what? Maybe I'll strip. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited. I want to see how you guys do.
Well, we're at one of the very first awards, so we'll vibe off of us.
All right. I got to go and get ready to watch you guys.
Thanks, Jim.
We're your opening act. You're going to be
You're going to need some good work.
I almost had the same dress on. I'm so glad I didn't wear it.
All right. Nice to see you, Jim.
I love you guys.
Love you. Good to see you.
Very nice Jim Gaffigan there. All right, we talked about this earlier. Here it is. We get to go as critics to these screenings, and we had a camera at a screening for a very special. You'll see. Watch this.
Okay.
What we just watched was outrageous, singular, cathartic, and breathtaking. By the time you realize what's taken place, you're all at once in love, mesmerized, heartbroken, inspired, and complete.
Sam, dude, it's an M&M's commercial.
That was a what now?
Sam, that was great acting.
Thank you very much.
I'm so impressed.
Oh, we should tell you, of course, M&M's has a very special commercial on Super Bowl Sunday, and M&M's can be followed on their Facebook page, Twitter, Insta, everything, and M&M's may clue you in as to more, but it really was pretty startling.
I love that. Are you a peanut or a plain guy?
That I don't know.
Really?
In real life, I do know. I'm a
Okay.
peanut guy.
You're
for
a
sure,
peanut guy. Yeah, I'm with
we're
you.
going to talk about our favorite candies, but first this. A quick break and we're back. We're from the Critics' Choice Awards. Our countdown continues right here. All right, Sam Rupert and Jessica Holmes, and here's the hat trick. She was great in House of Cards. She was great in Manhattan. And now Richard Brosnan is great as Mrs. Maisel, rhymes with Basil, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Best
Critics
new show.
have fallen in love with the show.
Thank you. I mean, it's very exciting. The critics were amazing to us. We received their vast and furious support, and we're so excited to be here tonight.
And you were saying, we were talking a little bit before we got here, this is different. You've been in really great stuff, but this is different than anything you've done.
Yes, well, I've never done comedy, so it's pretty different. It's nice to laugh a lot on set. I've never done that before, and to work with brilliant creators, that I've been fortunate enough to do. But I love this group of people, and I love this character, and I love this show so much.
I was saying how the storyline is so refreshing. It's so different. It's set in the late 50s.
Yes.
Your husband, okay, there's a whole divorce thing, but then it turns, it's so funny because you want to be a stand-up comedian. You didn't know you had the chops. Your husband thought he was going to be the one.
Exactly.
And it's just such a light, fun, beautiful story. Yeah. Did you feel that when you first read it? You thought this is just so unique?
I did. It was certain, like I said, I think the thing that attracted me to the project the most is that this is maybe the most confident character I've ever played and certainly ever seen. And Mitch, in that regard, looks more like the women that I know and love in my own life. And so I'm honored to be able to bring it to screen. We have beautiful costumes, amazing music, gorgeous sets, an incredible cast, and it's been a dream.
She's got chutzpah, as they say.
She does, yes. I think it's her picture next to chutzpah in the dictionary.
Precisely right. Boy, enjoyed it. I can tell you're beaming already.
Thank you.
And then we talked about this, a lot of people in different colors today, and you thought that was as it should be. not necessarily all in jet black.
Yes, I think the all wearing black together was for the Golden Globe specifically, but the message remains the same. If you haven't already, please go to timesupnow.com, find out more about the mission, donate to the Legal Defense Fund. We're still all in this together. It's important that we keep the conversation going.
Well said. Have a good time tonight. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The marvelous
There
Mrs.
goes
Maisel.
Rachel. She, boy,
What a good show if you haven't seen it.
the greatest show on
Streaming
Amazon.
on Amazon.
Another good show from The Handmaid's Tale. Here comes Joseph Fiennes.
Oh, hello, Joseph. Such a pleasure.
Very
Great
nice to see you.
again.
Very nice to see you. My gosh, is there an award your show hasn't won?
Well, we're very lucky. I mean, I think it's prescient, but also we lucked out on the timing, the political climate. A lot of it's to do with that, but it's truly an inspiring show. It's a woman up front and center surviving the terrible slings and arrows, and there's something deeply inspirational, I think, about Lizzie's performance, which I find very moving and very current.
People, I mean, my gosh, Elisabeth Moss,
Yeah.
there's not a trophy case big enough.
It seems that way, yeah.
And let's talk about that for a second. Opposite her, are you sometimes like, I'm in this scene with her, but her work is so transcendent, you get lost in it almost?
Well, firstly, it's her work ethic, which is extraordinary. She's first in, last out. She's in practically every scene. She's extraordinary. But yes, to act with her, she's truly special. And she gives something different all the time. You've got to be on your toes. And it's magic to work with her.
Can you believe how people react to it? Everybody's watching. Everybody's into it.
Well, it's a great show, written over 30 years ago by Margaret Atwood, a wonderful feminist voice in literature. And they've been huge fans of her work and this book. So I'm just really thankful that we did good service to her work.
Fantastic. Great talking
Enjoy
to
tonight.
you.
Good to see you.
Have
Thanks
a
so
good
much.
time,
Thank
okay?
you. All right, from This Is Us, here comes Chrissy Metz. Chrissy, you'll be pleased to know. Nice to see you.
Should I step up
Yeah,
again?
if you'd like, please.
Okay.
Some people I know. Some people are doing step
Chris
down.
Sullivan was the first person down the red carpet today.
He's so punctual. I gotta take a cue from him. Really? Yeah, I gotta figure that out. Well, I do have more hair than he does and more makeup to put on.
Yeah.
So
wait till you see his suit.
Oh, is it polka dotted? Sort of.
It is. If you like
got a
seafood,
nautical theme.
It has a nautical theme.
Oh my God, I love him. I just love him. I can't wait.
Here's the thing. We love you.
Yeah.
And this is what I was thinking of. The three of us had a conversation before this little TV show you may have heard of called This Is Us actually aired, but you had started filming and you knew.
Yeah, I think you know that you have something very special and you just hope it's going to be received. And I think it's so timely in a different way that, some other shows have been very timely. But just that, we're able to talk about our feelings.
Right.
And, it's okay and, it's becoming cool to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And, to find out what the feelings are. So Dan Fogelman is a genius and so are all the writers. And it's just so epic to be able to be a part of this.
Sterling was here earlier, and he says that when he watches the show, he blubbers.
Like a baby.
I have to watch it alone.
Really?
Because I'm I know what's happening, but it all compiled together with the music, and it's so emotional. And it's bringing my family and myself to closer together. And I'm what? I'm on the show that's bringing my family closer together?
In real life.
In real life.
That's amazing. I was reading a story about you, and I think every actor watching is going, oh my gosh, this can happen. That there was literally nothing left in your bank account.
81 cents.
81 cents. And you're like, what am I going to do? Yeah. And then this happens. This is Us, the biggest show that we've seen in years. And then it literally changes overnight. Was there ever a time where you thought you'd give up? Or?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. I was going to move home twice. And my mom said, you can be miserable in LA or miserable in Florida. Wouldn't you rather stay in LA? You've been there for so long. And I'm yeah, okay. And thank goodness she was, there to kind of support and encourage me that way. So.
Chrissy, one thing for your clutch. One of our promotional partners is this lovely Larganique. And so
look at Sam with the gifts. He knows how to charm a gal, doesn't he?
Love a cute gift.
I know.
Love a cute gift.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Enjoy that.
Chrissy, have fun tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank
Chrissy,
you.
thanks so much. Thank you. Good to see you. Off goes Chrissy Metz. And here comes Riverdale star Skeet Ulrich. First, the big embrace for Chrissy. It's got to happen.
Riverdale. People are loving Riverdale.
People love it out of their minds.
Yeah.
It's completely out of sight there.
Hi,
Here comes
Skeet.
Skeet.
Good to see ya.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
So here's the one thing. It is like it's me.
It's Sam.
We're old friends.
Yeah.
It's like a reunion or a fan club. I mean, you met Chrissy before?
Chrissy and I started meeting about a month ago. Just different Christmas parties and stuff. She's amazing.
You gotta get invited to the better Christmas parties.
Clearly.
Make a note.
Yeah.
But you're right. Sean Astin and I worked together 2003 on a Spielberg thing, and I haven't seen him since. So yeah, it's a reunion always.
Riverdale has been a hit out of the gate.
Yeah, yeah.
People are just, it's kind of dark and mysterious.
Rabid fan base for sure. It's and it's international, so it's really interesting. It's been a great thing to be a part of.
And then I tell you what, we're at the Critics' Choice Awards. This is a very good example of where, maybe even before it came out, critics embraced this show.
Yeah.
How much do you think that matters in helping to vault something up? The fans took to it too.
I think that's amazing. I mean, I'm here for the Elizabeth Smart movie, but you're right. Critics in general, and Sean and I were just talking about this, like this one for some reason has a different kind of weight to it, and it kind of becomes, when you read what they nominate, what you want to go see, because they have a cinephile perspective on it. So, yeah, it's unique.
Cinephile perspective makes us sound a lot smarter than we are. I like that.
It does. And we just talked to your co-star from the Elizabeth Smart story as well.
Alana? Yeah.
How is it to do that project, and the fact that it's based on, a real life?
It's a challenge. It's a challenge, and he's one of the darkest souls I've ever read about, and Alana did an amazing job capturing Elizabeth's heart and spirit and strength. She's an incredible woman and deserves for this story to be told, and what better time than right now. Yeah.
Skeet, enjoy tonight.
Thank you,
Have a good
Skeet.
time. Really good to see you.
The no tie today. I like
know.
it. It is 2 in the afternoon,
right.
after all.
Exactly. I should have sunglasses on.
Bye, Skeet.
Tracy, let's on the way. Holly Hunter, boy, the stars, they come one after another. We're going to come back in just a minute.
Yeah, live from the Critics' Choice Awards. It's so true. So true.
Oh, a true Buckeye salute. Jessica Holmes, of course, from in and around the Cleveland area. Carrie Coon, of course, in and around Akron. And I was eavesdropping during your Ohio conversation.
Right.
You worked not with LeBron James, or
that's how rumors get started.
When you were at the Best
rumor.
Buy.
I'd like to encourage this rumor that LeBron and I like to hang out. But I used to work at the Best Buy in Fair Lawn, and he would pop in and buy things, and he would go to the Regal Cinema where my brothers worked and see films. And, he was just around, and he's just there.
You can't miss him.
You can't miss him.
But I loved what you said about what he's doing for the Akron area.
Yes.
Him coming back to the Cavs and coming back to his home, and he's done so much for that community. It means everything to him.
Especially children. He's a real advocate for children in our area, and we're happy to have him back. Yeah, it's great.
Let's talk about another reason why you're here, not just to talk about Ohio, but this performance and all this attention.
Yeah, thank you. I'm thrilled to be representing Fargo and also The Post. And my husband is here with Lady Bird, which is one of my favorite films of the year.
Look at you guys
Yeah, we've
together
had a
in
wonderful
great
year, and so
projects.
we're surrounded by friends here tonight, and we're in the warm weather. It was negative 14 in Chicago last week, so we're happy to be here for a little stint.
There's something happening.
Yes, there is something happening. We've got a little boy on the way at the end of March, so yeah, we're really excited.
You look beautiful. How you feeling?
I feel great. I've had a really good, easy time. So that means he'll probably be a little hellion when he comes out, but I'll take.
He'll pay you back.
Yeah, right.
There's always the Carrie, congratulations to you. Nice to see you. We'll see you inside. Thanks
Congratulations.
so much. Thank you. We say goodbye to Carrie. We say hello to Margot Martindale.
Margot
It was so
Martindale.
great.
Margot. Oh,
Great. Great in Sneaky Pete. Great in The Americans. Great in everything. Are you working more now than you've ever worked?
Absolutely. Yes.
And what do you
I'm
think?
old and working more.
Stop it.
What do you think lit the fuse for that?
About the what?
What do you think lit the fuse for that? Caused that to take?
I think what lit the fuse really, I've worked all my life, but I think Justified really helped me out. Thank you, Graham Yost. Yeah.
Because I think people think, here is this sweet woman, but she can be pretty mean.
A little bit.
Everybody has a streak.
Everybody has a little mean streak in them.
What was it when you were younger that you said, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I want to be an actress.
I didn't know that's what I had been doing in my backyard for all of my young life, but I was. And, a lot of people were. Make believe. Yeah.
Very successful shows on cable TV, very successful shows streaming. A conversation we have with performers quite a bit nowadays. Is there more work than there's ever been? And more importantly, is there better work?
I think so. I think there's more work. I think there's better work. And I think it's happening on television.
Yeah.
I really do.
How do you know? Do you know right away when you read something? Or are there ever times you go, I'm going to take a chance? I'm not sure how I feel about this one, and it turns out to be fantastic.
Yeah, there are times, not as I have a good monitor. Yeah, I do. I've made some mistakes, and I've made some mistakes turning things down that turned out good.
Well, it's the picker, right?
Yes, it is.
Enjoy tonight. Nice to see you.
Margot.
Megan Henderson and Doug Kolker down the way with another fabulous guest.
Yes. Hi there. We're with Michael Zegan from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Like Basil, Jessica said that earlier. We're not going to forget it. Congratulations on such an amazing show.
Thank you so much.
You know, they were talking about a little bit earlier the role the critics have played in kind of getting this show out of the gate. I mean, they just took to it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we knew what we had when we were filming it. It's just such a joy to see that everybody else is responding the same way.
And responding, I mean, you just took home the Golden Globe last week.
Yeah, it's a little surreal, but you know, it just goes to show that it's a good show.
And when you take home a Golden Globe, so how many days ago was that? A few days ago. Yeah. How has your life changed since then in terms of how many phone calls you're getting, how many emails you're getting?
How many people are actually watching now?
Yeah, I don't know the numbers exactly, but no, but the next day, you know, it was pouring rain out, so I barely left the hotel room, and I was getting text messages and emails and Facebook messages and Instagram messages all day long. So I was responding pretty immediately because I didn't want them all to compile.
Right,
you know?
that's a smart method.
Yeah.
I like that.
And after something like that, Sam and Jess, everybody knows how to say Maisel.
Yeah.
It's true. We got it.
Basil.
Well, you know what we were just saying to Holly Hunter, of course, you can now see Ms. Maisel on Amazon. So too The Big Sick, which I tell you, I love this movie. And there's a particular scene with you and Kamal, and I think it's like 3 words, literally, where he sort of indicates maybe he'll reappear in her life, and you say something to the effect of, I hope so. That is my favorite scene in the whole movie.
And you grab his face. Is that the scene where you kind of grab his face?
Yeah. No, that was easy to do because Kamal, incites that kind of love from people.
He's a good guy.
He's such a great guy, and Emily and he and Emily are such great partners, and that partnership kind of affected all of us on the set.
Is it a leap of faith to a degree? We knew of his work in Silicon Valley, but you have been in a lot of amazing movies. Ray Romano has this tremendous track record as well, and to have the leading man be somebody that audiences don't necessarily really know or know in another way.
Well, I think it was a real kind of, it was a great party for Kamal, he was like new land. He was a pioneer. And it was a wonderful thing to see him bloom as an actor, because it was a different kind of forum for him, this movie. And it was so private and personal for him.
And then I think this happens on occasion. You do your work, then they put it together, and then they showed it to you in completed form. When you saw it, you must have been just blown away.
Well, it was one of those cool things. Who's yelling?
They're all yelling, but go ahead.
Everybody's hollering.
Everybody is really excited. Oh, yeah, the photographers.
Yeah.
What up? Anyway, what was I saying?
You were saying it was one of these things when you saw the completed project.
Well, Sundance, to see the movie unveiled at Sundance was really fun.
Really?
That was fun.
And that reaction.
Yeah, because that reaction, first off, is an extremely enthusiastic, really educated cinema audience. The crowd was so into it. Kamal and Emily wrote such a funny script. So it was a blast.
And it's a love story, and in the end, which is so beautiful. Right?
Yeah.
Enjoy tonight.
Thanks, Holly.
Thanks so much. We
Have
love
a great
the performance so
time.
much. Good to see you.
Thank
There's
you.
Holly.
Oh,
we
you
take
got
a quick
it.
break here. They hug goodbye. We're back here in just a minute. Our countdown to the Critics' Choice Awards, and guess what? All the excitement at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. Live ceremony. Olivia Munn just walked the red carpet. Sam Rubin and Jessica Holmes, our friends Doug Kolk and Megan Henderson down the way, and we're just chilling with Jacob Tremblay.
Big movie star Jacob Tremblay, who's nominated tonight. Congratulations.
Best Young Performer. Here's the nutty thing. Jessica and I are presenting that award.
Yeah.
What is the solemn pact we've just made?
That if I win, I will thank you.
And Jessica.
And you, both
Well,
of you guys.
we said mom and dad first, and then, you know.
I think I should save the best for laughing.
We hope when we open that envelope, we say your name, Jacob. You're so incredible.
Wonder was so inspiring and amazing, and my kids have seen it many times.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. Did it inspire you whilst you were doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it didn't just inspire me. It taught me a lot. I think it's taught like everyone on set a lesson.
Aww.
Jacob, we love your work so much. Thank you. Enjoy tonight,
Me
okay?
too, Jacob.
Thanks so much.
Congratulations. Enjoy your fruit snacks.
Okay. Jessica gave him some Welches. Here comes Justin Hartley. And Justin, thank you, Jacob,
Bye,
very much.
Jacob.
Justin from This Is Us is coming this way. And we need you, Justin, for two reasons.
Justin, we can't get up.
We need
can't
you to
get up.
lift us up.
You want up or down?
Yeah,
up.
Oh. There was a concern. There was a bet in the booth that I couldn't get up.
Well,
but
there's
now
different
Am I
reasons.
going all the way with you guys?
Please.
Is that too tall?
How tall are we?
Well,
6'2".
I'm 6'2", yeah, and my bare feet, so 6'2" and a half maybe in these things. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
How are you all?
We're good. How are you doing?
Good.
It's a
I'm
good
great.
time for you,
It's a
huh?
good time, yeah. Show's nominated, so we're excited
Congratulations.
about that. Hopefully we can get one, you know?
I mean, I think it's fair to say it's America's favorite show. This Is Us.
I hope so. I hope so, yeah. It's my favorite show. Yeah, I have every reason to say that, though, right?
Yeah, no, well, you have every reason to say it because this season, and I tell you what, Sterling has talked about this, it's richer. Do you think that's fair to say?
Too. Yeah, and I think that's very accurate, actually. You know, we were sort of the benefit. We had the benefit of getting picked up for 2 additional seasons.
Yeah.
And so I think what that allows our writers, who are brilliant, by the way, to do is to sort of go into the room and know that, you know, they're going to be there for a while. They're not just going to write 8 episodes, 12 episodes, 16 episodes. They're going to be able to write 2 full seasons. So I think it allows them to kind of, you know, work their magic a little bit more than you would than most.
Kevin Pearson having his struggles, but I looked at Justin's left hand, and when my wife and I sat at his table last year, and Leslie said to me, he's single, but there's a ring on the finger
his
now.
wife, Justin.
Yeah, so I got married.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I got married recently. And yeah, that's right. I wasn't. Last time I saw you both, I was not married. Yeah, so Chriselle and I have been happily married now for we're on day 75 or something.
Okay, how's newlywed life? How's it going?
I love it. It's great. It's very comfortable for me. It's exciting and it's fun. And I just like saying wife and hearing husband. I think there's something really romantic and sexy about it.
I got something for your wife.
What do you got?
Our friends at L'Arganique in Newport Beach. It's their L'Arganique Beauté. It is a very special perfume.
Okay.
She will enjoy it. And you know what? I've used it a little myself. So it's, yeah. Everybody likes it.
Okay, all right. Are you trying to tell me something?
You don't have to say it was from Sam. You can gift
Just
it
say it was
as
for
your
me.
own.
I think the cat's, if she's watching, then I don't want to get caught lying.
Justin, have a good time
Hey,
tonight.
thank you.
Thanks so much. We'll see
Justin,
you inside.
pleasure. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thanks so much. There we go. Goodbye to Justin Hartley, and hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Very good. How you guys doing?
Okay, how's the blue carpet so far?
Blue carpet is great. This is a fun one because it's everybody. Hey, Sarah. How's it going? Good to see you.
Are you and Sarah pals from just?
We just met each other at other things like this. Do you want to come up here and do this at the same time?
You know what?
Okay,
No,
okay.
you and Sarah is. Come here for a second, because Sarah's a very.
hi,
Sarah is a
Sarah.
Sarah's a very accomplished host. So Jessica, if you don't mind, just for a second, Sarah, if you
accomplished host?
no,
When did that happen?
you host the Teen Choice Awards.
I did.
You did
That was a one-time
You did a very good job. You're a presenter tonight.
Yes, I am.
Please interview your friend.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I brought you into this.
Okay.
It's and Sarah.
Are you interviewing me or am I interviewing you?
Go ahead.
200th episode. How did it
I
go?
just did my 200th episode. It was amazing.
Congratulations.
How would you feel if you did a 200th episode?
I can't imagine. I'd feel very accomplished in a way that I don't right now in my real life. But
Why
you
is
can.
Why is The Handmaid's Tale resonating so much?
Why? Why is The Handmaid's Tale resonating so much?
I think because it's incredibly timely, because we're living in this very dark and scary world right now, and the show is about a very dark and scary world. So,
The Handmaid's Tale is one of my favorite books growing up. Was it one of yours?
no, I'm not as literate as you. I didn't read the book until much later in life, but it's an amazing book. So,
Did you read it for auditioning for it, or you had read it before?
I'd read it in college, but in a very hazy college way.
I know those hazy college ways without having to go to college.
Until I was a proper grown-up. Yeah.
All right, you know what? Was
that good?
Yeah,
pretty good.
Was it good?
You guys, if we'd like to go inside and enjoy the party, could you guys do the rest of this?
Okay, great, perfect, great.
But sir, thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, Sarah. Beautiful dress, by the way. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Sarah, you stay for just a minute.
Yeah, we got to talk. Right here. How's
But let's talk about that. 200 episodes. Most of the cast here tonight. Show nominee. Yes.
It's awesome.
Show nominated yet again. How does it stay so good?
Our writers 100%. They keep it fresh and new, and they bring, and like we also have like amazing guest stars. This season we've had amazing guest stars. I'm really excited to have one of our guest stars, Mira Sorvino.
Oh, that's huge.
I work with her,
Yes.
so that's really exciting for me.
If you could have anybody guest appear on Modern Family, who would you love to have? If you had the
shiitake mushrooms. That is a hard question for me. There's a lot of people here. Is Meryl here?
Meryl.
Is Oprah here? She is?
Well, I don't know.
She's been here
but
before. She's
been here
attended
before.
many times before.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, very good.
That's
Sarah,
cool. If you
Sarah,
see
you
her,
sort
you
that
got
out.
this.
We'll see you inside. All right, thanks so much. Sarah,
You
Holly,
too,
thanks so much.
Sarah.
Here comes Natalia and David Harbour from Stranger Things.
Hello, you
There
guys.
they are.
Come on up. It's great to see you.
Nice to see you both. Caleb was with us just the other day, the greatest kid alive, as all the kids are on that show, and he just says there's just a vibe on that show that is unmatched, and he speaks about it in such a genuine way. I think you guys must be enjoying it in a similar fashion.
Yes, no, I am. It does feel like a family. I feel like we harp on that a lot. I know I do, but it's only because I really, really mean it and love these people and like working with them and the kids. And yeah, it's a pretty good thing we got going.
And just the show itself is like lightning in a bottle. I mean, I've never done work like this before in my life, and I've never been as in love with a show as I am now. And I'm super proud of it, and that's rarely the case with things in my career.
Lightning in a bottle. Is it one of those things you just can't explain? It's like everything just comes together and works, or is there something you can put your finger on and go, "That's why it's such a huge success"?
I mean, I put my finger on it's just good, right? Like it's good writing, it's good storytelling. It's just, and it's also earnest. Like I think in our culture now, like there's a lot of slickness and cleverness, and this is just a real earnest show where you can feel something and you don't have to feel ashamed that you're feeling something. And I think that's a kind of a special thing for a kind of prestige television.
You know what that was so beautifully articulated, because I think that's exactly it. Is that you feel something and it gives you the permission, as it were, to feel something. All right, this is how silly Hollywood is. One of our promotional partners inside the lounge is Yogurtland, and look what they have for David. Look at this, David.
What do I have? I'm gonna.
It is a Yogurtland but open it. Open the envelope. Watch this.
Hold on. I'm now I'm a member since 2018.
And it's an award. You got yourself.
You never have to take
Is
out your.
this something about my stomach flora?
No. But
that I've been given this.
I don't
that
think
they want the probiotics. Thank you for my platinum. This will get me into any yogurt store.
You never take out. You never take out your wallet again. He treats you to yogurt for the rest of your life.
You want to get some yogurt?
Yogurt's on you. Yogurt's on
I'm
you.
buying.
David, go inside. There's a place there. Thank you so much.
Really
You know,
nice to see you
we
both.
do what we
Thank
can.
You. We do what we can.
Bye, you
Good
guys.
to see you, David. Thanks so much.
So great to see you.
See, we're helping people.
Sam,
We're
I think you
helpers.
made his day.
I think he was very excited
Yeah.
about that. Quick break here. More stars on the way. I just saw Andy Cohen, Allison Williams. We are live at the Critics' Choice Awards. Live, counting down to the Critics' Choice Awards, that live airing at 8 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central. Olivia Munn hosting, and fresh from seeing each other at the nail salon.
We were trying to figure that out.
Kate Watson. I think I saw you at the nail salon, but can I say something to all of you watching? You're a beautiful big movie star, and we see you everywhere, and most of the time you think, oh, they're not going to want to talk to people like us in a commercial break, and you were the loveliest. We had the nicest chat.
Oh gosh,
You're
thank
so
you.
down to
Well,
earth.
This one I've known forever.
I
swear, I think my first on-camera interview might have been with you.
See, Kate's television virginity.
Yes. But let's not get carried away.
You know what? Were you fangirling over Chris Hardwick or Andy Cohen?
I I think it may have been my husband.
Your husband. Okay,
Your
that too. Which is
that's who
understandable.
you should fangirl over.
That's
You're
the right
that's
one.
sweet.
Presenter tonight, right?
I am presenting, and I was a part of a mini-series called The Long Road Home on Nat Geo that's also nominated for Best Limited Series.
Aww.
Yes, it's. I'm very proud of it. It was a book based on. It was a series based on a book by Martha Raddatz, who's obviously an incredible journalist, and she covered an ambush in Iraq in 2004.
Wow.
And it really covers the families at home and the soldiers away. It's very moving, and one of those projects that you always feel proud of.
Yeah,
you want to feel
I
proud
would
of your
imagine.
work, but this is one that I feel extra proud of.
We've had several of your cast members on. It really is an impactful series. Enjoy tonight. It's nice to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, gorgeous Kate. So nice talking to you.
All right, we say goodbye to Kate Bosworth. We say hello
Hi, Kate.
to the prince of all things. The double kiss for Andy Cohen.
Hey, what's up?
Nominee.
Hey.
Critics' Choice nominee.
Can you believe it?
If you look at the printed program, the only show that took out a full-page double ad. Is
that true?
It is that
No.
true. Yes.
Really?
Who's got one of the
Bravo took
programs?
out a double ad?
Double-page ad.
Wow.
If you can find the physical
Poster.
program. Wait a minute. Hang on. I've got it.
Okay.
Stand by. Chat.
What page?
It's our
It's right
first
in the middle.
nomination in 9 years.
We'll
for
find it.
anything, basically.
It's a double-page ad.
Wow.
Well, you know, I'll get one somebody to find it. There it is.
Wow. Heck yeah. The Bravo's so excited because we've never been nominated for anything. We've been on almost 9 years. It's very nice.
Let's talk about this as a guy who's had such great success in front of the camera and knows a lot about life behind the camera. What does critical reaction mean and critic support?
It means the world. I mean, we do this show. We're completely out of the loop. We're in this teeny studio in Soho in New York City. We feel like no one's watching. We're the only live show in late night. We're a half hour. We're like the little engine that could. So to be here, this is a big deal for us, for real.
And the fact of the matter is, which I think is a wonderful thing, and you can feel it, your guests want to be there. They're happy to be there.
You know what? They are, and it's been a hard fight every step of the way. I relied on some of my great friends in the early years who did the show just to kind of prove that we could do it with big stars, and we did, and so now here we are.
What is the craziest thing that you've gotten a big, huge celebrity to do or open up on Watch What Happens Live?
Oh
do you
my
remember
gosh.
a moment where you're like, I can't
mean,
believe
there's just every week is a different, you know, every week is a different moment. Pink was there a few weeks ago, and she told a story about Christina Aguilera taking a swing at her. That was kind of amazing.
bar fight.
Yeah.
We learned that on your show.
Jessica, my goal in 2018 is to somehow get on that prestigious Radio Andy on
Yes,
Sirius
I know.
XM.
We need Sam on Radio Andy. I know.
And so we'll make that
I
happen.
know.
Andy, enjoy tonight. We'll see you
Thank you
inside.
so much.
Thanks so much.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks
You
so much.
too.
Thanks so much. Here comes Alexis Bledel.
Hi, Alexis. How you doing? Come on up. Take the full step up. Sure.
This is your thing is just the greatest thing ever. You must feel that, and you must have felt it as you did it.
I feel so lucky to have gotten to work on The Handmaid's Tale, and it's exciting to be here to celebrate the show tonight. So yeah, I'm appreciative.
And your castmates are here. We've talked to a few of them. Is that nice when you kind of can get together on a night like this where you're not working and you can really just, I don't know, be buddies?
Yeah, we have the most amazing, hardworking, talented cast. I mean, we're just everyone is amazing in their role, and so it's incredible to get to celebrate together.
We have seen the show honored. We've seen Elisabeth Moss honored several times, and other cast members of yours say it's almost otherworldly that you're in a scene with her, and she goes to a place, and you kind of hang on.
Yeah, absolutely. You just go along with her. It's a pretty remarkable experience to get to work together, and one that I really love.
And the idea that the show resonates particularly in 20, you're nodding as I say it. Some people say, hey, it's great, but the timing was great.
I mean, yes, none of us would want it to be so relevant, of course, because it's really disturbing material, but there is an underlying hope and a lot of fight in each character, you know. These are a bunch of survivors that we're depicting, and so I think that if somebody is sort of scared to watch, that's the sort of payoff for tuning in, is kind of seeing how strong they all are.
Right.
Alexis,
Thanks,
enjoy
Alexis.
tonight. Thanks so much.
Congratulations on The Handmaid's
Thank you.
Tale and
Thanks
all
so
your
much.
work. Rita Moreno.
Rita Moreno, who has taken this redo of One Day at a Time, and people absolutely love it.
I know. And you know what's great?
They should.
And why is it so great? Tell us.
But it's so great that something good is really appreciated for being good.
Yeah.
And it's funny. What's great about it is that, for starters, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's extremely funny. But, thanks to Norman Lear, every single episode has a very serious issue behind it somewhere along the way.
Right, social issue. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It's so much fun. I laugh so hard sometimes, I wet my pants.
You're kidding. Are you the one they have to go, we got to do another take?
Oh,
Read
God.
a lot.
I'm saying, oops. I really do laugh a lot.
That's good.
But that's my hobby. I love laughing.
Well, you've made people laugh and you've moved people with this show.
Isn't that great? I'm so happy about that. And to be nominated after all these years is so astonishing. I'm 86.
No, get out of here.
Rita, let me ask you
Don't believe
this.
it.
Does 86 feel different than 76? You look absolutely amazing.
Tell you what, I was 86 December 11th, and I swear to God, 2 days later I said, you know what? 86 is not what 85 used to be. And it's true. It's like you suddenly take a little dip. It's very weird. I don't know how to explain it.
But you know what? You mentioned laughter, and I bet that's a big part in staying young and happy. And
I think so, too. Yeah, I love to laugh.
And the fact that so many other people feel what you do, I think that has a lot to do with it, too. Enjoy tonight. Thanks so much.
Rita. I am already.
All right. Thanks, Rita.
Great to see
Here we
you.
go. Thank you. All right.
86.
Stud alert. We're going to look at Jessica Biel on the red carpet.
Oh,
waving.
there.
She's waving
Hi,
her waving.
Jessica.
What a bright
I see
smile.
you.
Here
Yeah.
comes Norman Reedus.
Hello.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi, I'm great.
Norman, you were here last year in that amazing fan art. People had such great affection for the work on The Walking Dead. And your own Ride with Norman Reedus show. It's all going your way.
I mean, we have a good group of people. It's a fun show. We have good guests, and we travel to cool places. It's a blast. Yeah.
Is there a place like, when you see a multitude of places, like where can we not miss? Where do we have to go?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is that a tough one?
That's
Yeah,
a tough
okay.
one. We were in Barcelona recently. That was beautiful. Anywhere in the South is beautiful. Being on two wheels just out in the open road is fun anywhere. It's beautiful. So there's a ton of places in America you can go that are.
Do you have a long list of places that you want to hit?
Yeah, I want to try to go overseas. I'd love to go to like Vietnam, stuff like that. I'd love to do that. Yeah, maybe Cuba. Yeah.
And petrol bikes or e-bikes? Are you ever going to graduate to?
I've done electric bikes. We did them last year on the show. We went up north to San Francisco on electric bikes, which are fun too. Yeah.
All right, Norman, special prize. Yeah. You're a big shot. Our promotional partners at Yogurtland have made a custom Yogurtland gift card.
Shut up. What do I get with this? What do I do?
You never have to open your wallet in Yogurtland again.
Unlimited yogurt and toppings.
Oh my God! I know a little boy that's gonna steal this from me.
Well, that's what it's for.
Yeah, it's a
Enjoy
pleasure.
tonight.
Nice
Good to see you, man.
Great
Thanks
to
so much.
see you. Take
Thank
care.
You. Thanks, Norman. Thanks so much. Boy, people love Walking Dead. They love this other show that he's doing. It's just terrific.
Yeah.
Here's Diane Kruger.
Hello, Diane.
And we're looking at others making their way here.
We're great.
Hello,
How
Diane.
are you?
Nice to see you. Very good. Thank you. People have talked about In the Fade and what a remarkable film it is. You've made movies all over the world. This was made in Europe.
It was made in Germany, and it's my very first German language film, even though I am German.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Was that? That must have felt, I don't know, kind of gratifying, right? To go back to your roots in that way.
My roots, yeah. It really reconnected me with my roots. It's a very universal language about the aftermath of a terrorist attack, and I was drawn to it because, it happens in Germany about neo-Nazis, and as you all know, it's a big uprising also here in the United States. So it seems a film that really resonates with people all along the world, yeah.
And we saw you at the Golden Globes as well on stage.
Yeah, it was pretty. We didn't expect to win, so it was very, very much a surprise.
I could feel the beaming from all this award season stuff. Enjoy tonight. Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you, Diane.
Thank you so much. Across the way, our friends Megan Henderson and Doug Kalk. And guess what?
What?
It's Milo.
It's Milo. Yes.
It's me.
It's you in the flesh. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Very excited to be here.
You're the reason my fiance may be doubting marrying me.
Why? Explain why.
You must have that effect on women.
You know what? I think maybe it's more Jack Pearson.
Yes.
I think right now the current thing is Jack is a hard man to live up to, as we're finding out. And I
Have you ever had a character like that people relate so much to, where I mean, that's got to be a lot of pressure for you to try
It is, as a human being.
Yes,
like, I'm
as
out
a
in the
human.
world and I get a lot of people asking for advice, asking for hugs, asking when I die. It's a lot of that kind of stuff.
See, that's his scapegoat answer because you speak to anybody in Hollywood and they all say that you are not far from the character.
People do say that. I tend to look out for those I'm close to. I don't know. The process of getting something made and life itself is hard enough that, why not just kind of embrace the people you work with, embrace the people that are watching, and try to, enjoy life.
And you guys just seem like such an amazing unit as a cast, too. It's got to be refreshing.
Oh, man, it's such a great group of people.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone in the cast and the crew and our producers and our network and our studio, everybody's just... This really is lightning in a bottle. It is the best job I've had in 22 years in front of the camera. It's the best job I've had.
Milo, it's a fantastic show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Milo. Great to see you. Have fun
Great
in
to
there.
see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sam and Jess.
Sam and Jess, back to you.
Love him.
Oh my gosh, Zoe from The Big Sick.
Hi, Zoe.
When
How you
people
doing?
realize you're with this movie, and you tell me there's such love for the movie.
There really is. We've been so astonished by the reaction and really gratified, especially because it's a true story.
Yeah.
And Kumail and Emily are such amazing people. So to get to see audiences embrace them has really been special for
And
me.
I was asking you the fact that you play Kumail's wife in real life. Did he give you any pointers like, well, she really wouldn't hold her glass like that, or she kind of
I
has this
should have
quirk?
asked him. I had an inside track. What was I thinking?
But did he do that sort of thing when acting with you? No.
No. I think we were trying to make it as unweird as possible. Yeah.
In the way of your performance.
Yeah.
Well,
Was she on set with you guys too?
She was. Emily was on set almost every day. I spent so much time with her, like on one-on-one, so many meals together that she became sort of like my teammate. Like I was trying to spend as much time with her as possible. We were sort of like two mommies to this character.
Zoe, enjoy tonight. We love the movie. Have a good time
Zoe.
tonight. Thanks
Great
so much.
to talk to
Thank you.
you.
Thanks very much. Thank you. All right, we go from a part of a great theatrical couple. It's the first couple of Hollywood.
Ted Danson, Mary Steenburgen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. How are you guys?
Nice to see you. We would smooch if you want.
He wants to.
Does he have a good? We are live.
Yeah.
Oh, then let's smooch.
Oh, there you go.
He's got a good picker because every show's good and they're different. Did the Good Place sound weird to you when he described it?
No, it sounded brilliant and funny and a hit.
We're both incredibly lucky. We're both in comedies that are out of the box and my kind of funny. Mary's Last Man on Earth with Will Forte.
Yeah.
I get to play with Kristen Bell. Life's good.
Can
you
we
both
also
get to play with Larry
talk
David.
about Curb Your Enthusiasm, though? And
I don't know if we should because he split us up this year.
I
which
didn't like that.
I know.
It made me upset for a second because it's kind of based on real life, and I said, don't tell me those two are broken up and that you're dating.
We actually had texts from dear friends, and I said, guys, if we were going to split up, would we announce it on Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah, we'd seen him like 2 weeks before. So.
Here's the thing. That was a hell of a fight.
I think it's Larry trying to hit on you. He's had his eye on you for years.
It's a weird, elaborate hit, don't you think?
I know, but
to a degree, and I mean, I think everybody embraces it, but I'll give you some geography. If you're at San Vicente in 26, which is kind of the epicenter of that show, and everybody kind of lives around that area anyway, that's the thing. It's this worldwide comedy, and it's a neighborhood comedy of about 6 blocks.
You know why? Because Larry doesn't like to travel, so everything is there.
it used to be that you would get a call the night before and just bring your own wardrobe, put your own makeup on, and sit in your car and wait until they, want you, kind of thing. Anyway.
Enjoy The Good Place, which people have such fondness for, in your nomination tonight.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're not dating Larry on the show. I'm glad you guys are together and all is well.
Right. They're happy. They remain happy. We're going to take a quick break, but they're not. That's the thing. We're breaking, but they're not.
They're together.
There it is. They're together, like this. We'll be back in a minute.
We solved that.
minutes away, 8 o'clock Eastern. It rolls across the country, 7 Central, 8 o'clock again Pacific time, counting down to the Critics' Choice Awards. Harry Connick Jr., a nominee.
Harry.
Best talk show. Got
Hi.
to tell you, in the break, Jessica took a picture with Harry.
It was my pleasure.
I love Harry Connick Jr. Best concert I've seen at the Hollywood Bowl.
That's really
and
nice.
You know what? Maybe that's how you got the talk show too, because you're really funny and you tell great stories
Oh, good.
while you're performing.
Well, it's all sort of the same thing. It's just having a good time and entertaining people and trying to make people feel good. So I'm glad that you liked it, and I hope people that watch the show like it too.
You know, you got another fan down the way. This may or may not work. We're going to press a button. Sean Astin is going to pop up, and we're going to press something down here so we can hear Sean possibly.
Yes.
Sean, what do you want to say to Harry Connick Jr.?
Hey, Sam, I just want to say, Harry, I love you, and I can't wait to track you down and give you a big hug, brother.
Man, I love this guy. I've known him for a very long time. I did my first movie with Sean. It was The Memphis Belle. That was,
yes.
I don't know, 30 years ago or so.
Whoa,
and he's a
whoa.
great guy, and I love him very much. He's a good man.
Let them say hello to Sean for a minute. We're going to say goodbye to you, Harry. Very good. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Sean, isn't that awesome? Sean
I love
Astin.
technology. He's 10 feet over there, but
Right,
whatever.
right. And you'll get to hug him in like 2 minutes. It'll all be great. But congratulations. Stranger Things
Yeah.
is one of the big reasons that you were here today. We were talking about your kids and how excited they were when you got this role.
Yeah, well, you know, my daughters always help me audition.
Yeah.
They play, you know, so when I got this part, they took, you know, credit for it.
Yeah.
And then when it finally came out, my 12-year-old binge watched it and afterwards said, it was good, Dad. It was good.
Well done, Dad.
Yeah.
You know, and Sam and Jess, it's only fitting that you're in Stranger Things because it really is an ode to Goonies.
My favorite.
Yeah, you know, people always say, you know, it's the right actor at the right part at the right time. For me, it's having the right, you know, moment in cultural history depicted so that where I had a part so I could fit right into it. You know?
And I'll tell you, Sam and Jess, this guy, one of my first crushes in Goonies, like ever.
Well,
it's
there-
true.
there you go.
It's
Poster on the
true.
wall. You
It's
continue the
true.
Love Fest there. We'll continue the Handmaid's Tale Love Fest here. We were discussing about Alexis Bledell's eyes. Elisabeth Moss also with a beautiful set of
Stunning.
peepers. But you were saying,
Beats me. I definitely think, oh yes, her and her husband have the most beautiful, beautiful eyes.
do you think they spend time just staring at one another with these
I
eyes?
would like to think that, yes.
You've been on a lot of these stages, nominations for the show, nominations, wins for you. What does it mean to stand on the stage during award season holding all these awards?
Means I get very, very nervous.
Do you?
Yeah, I never get over it. I'm nervous right now. I can't stop. I don't know why. I just get so nervous.
Why? People. I mean, clearly people love the show. They love what you're.
So many famous people here.
You're
There's a
one
lot
of them.
People. No, different.
All right, we're gonna throw you into the pit of famous
Oh,
people.
no, you can
there
do
it goes. Here she goes.
You can do it.
Walk past Freddie Highmore. Say hi to him. There you go. Thank you, Elizabeth. He's going to come here. Thank you for the time.
Congratulations,
Nice to see you.
Elizabeth.
There we go.
Have fun tonight. Hi, Freddie.
Here's Freddie. All right, Freddie, she says she's nervous being around all these famous people. You have an internal calm, I think. True or false? People love The Good Doctor and
Bates
look at the attention
Motel.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, it's lovely to be here and lovely to be here for Bates, of course, the sort of last hurrah. I guess, exactly.
And this doesn't happen very often, and you've talked about it. You come off a show, an intense experience for you, and then immediately to another show. There had to be something about The Good Doctor that made you say yes.
Yeah, it was 3 days or something between.
You're kidding.
Between
No break. No
between
rest
Bates
for the
and this.
weary.
No, but no, I got lucky, you know, and I guess I wouldn't have expected that such a fantastic character would have come along so soon after.
I tell you what, in terms of Bates, and this is a nomination for Bates, I don't know, now that it's over, do you think about it? Do you reflect upon it in a different way?
It was a wonderful 5 years. What's lovely now with The Good Doctor is that we're still in Vancouver, and I managed to persuade a lot of the same crew who were working on Bates to work on.
Oh, that's
this.
nice. So it
we've got
feels
the
like
same
home.
Camera guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that family is still somewhat intact.
That's
Freddie,
a great
enjoy
thing,
tonight.
Freddie.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Good to see you, as always.
Good
Thanks
to
so much.
see you. Take care.
Here we go. Gary Oldman, we're looking at. He is a nominee, and now it's sort of celebrity roulette. I'm not quite sure who's coming our way.
Oh, Common.
Common and Diane Warren.
Common.
There he is. Here's Common.
Come on up, Common. Hi, Diane.
No, Diane, nice to see you. You guys have worked with a lot of different people. Talk to us about this collaboration. Nobody more articulate. Nobody the ladies love more than this man here.
I'm the most inarticulate, crude talk, and then he talks as beautifully poetic.
That's really
and
actually
deep.
no. But look, let me say this. First of all, obviously she's one of the greatest writers, songwriters the world has ever seen. But though Diane says it in a different way, we really saying the same thing, right? You know, it's like it's really she might have a little curse, and I try to do my little kumbaya, but we saying the same thing.
Works
You know?
out.
And when one is doing a song together, I don't know. I envision people sitting by a piano, or do you tell me, how does it work?
Well, I wrote the song, and I thought Common could add something so amazing, and he wrote the most beautiful rap to it that takes the song to a whole other level.
And I think I think it's a beauty for, like, my Jewish sister, black brother.
Yeah.
We come from different backgrounds, but we had the same intention. And music is such a universal language that we just come together no matter what, and our heart is in the right place. Diane wrote that song. And then I came in and was like, I gotta be a part of this,
Yeah, and what he did with it is stunning. Let the ways of love be the ways of man. Just even that line, but it's all great. And then there's a new verse that's great too.
Yeah, I got a new verse.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
You just added it after the fact?
Yeah. I talk about. I say these days we dance between love and hate. Don't know the date, so we stay awake. A knee we take for our soul's sake. New victory off of old faith. A president that trolls with hate, he don't control our fate because God is great. When they go low, we stay in the heights. I stand for peace, love, and women's rights.
So and animal rights.
There you go. Well, you know what? You can't say anything else. Nice to see you both. Enjoy tonight. Thanks so much. Thank you. You're looking at Angelina Jolie walking that red carpet and joining us, or the blue carpet rather. If you go to the history of the Critics' Choice Awards, a highlight is Nick Jonas when he played on the roof of the Hollywood Palladium. Remember that?
Really good time.
Nominated for the work in Ferdinand. You tell me, do you know when a song's good?
No.
Really?
I never know if it's good. I mean, there are times I feel like, all right, we accomplished our goal,
Yeah.
and we got something special, but I never know what the audience is going to think, but it's always great when they like it.
And we were just talking with Common and Diane, the fact that collaboration when you're a musician is such a big thing, whether it be on a movie, to put your music or your voice.
Yeah.
How much does that play into what you do?
It's a huge part. I think that the beauty of collaboration as a whole is that you take something from each person you work with and you learn something along the way. And looking around a room tonight, there's so much to learn from so many of these people and talented filmmakers and television actors. It's just a beautiful room to be in, and just going to have fun with it.
And you're right there with them. Nick, enjoy tonight.
Nick.
Thanks so much. Nick is off the carpet. We take a quick break. We're back here in just a minute. Countdown to the Critics' Choice Awards at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock in the East, and then works its way across the country. Olivia Munn hosting a ceremony that may well bring our friend Guillermo del Toro to the stage as he was at the Golden Globe Awards. Shape of Water walks in here with 14 nominations, the most of any film. Clearly the critics have loved this movie.
Yes, and I fear the stage steps. As any chubby man, those are my enemy. They're my foe. I'm hoping they are short.
You know what? I've been inside. They're not short.
Oh my
Those
God.
are significant steps.
Well, that's my biggest fear. What if I stumble? I'm wearing sensible shoes, though.
I don't know if you've calculated risk to make this movie, and then when did you realize the risk was worth it?
No, it's not calculated. I really thought, what can I do that is new, that I haven't done before, that is scary to me, and I went there. At age 52, that's when you need to take the risks you should have taken when you were 17.
It's such a beautiful movie. And the music. The music is...
It's gorgeous and moving and emotional.
The whole
and
thing.
Incredibly personal.
Terrific.
Oh, Guillermo, congratulations.
Congratulations. Good to see you.
So
Enjoy
nice
tonight.
to talk to you.
Watch if I fall.
Thanks so much.
No, you
Don't fall
won't.
down this step. Only 2 steps here.
We got you.
Here comes a gentleman who held a Golden Globe in his hand, and I think as award season persists, will hold many other awards. Gary, it is nice to see you. How relieved is your wife that you are now Gary Oldman all the time, and not Gary Oldman sometimes and Winston Churchill some other times?
Very much. She's here. Yes, very much relieved. She was a great, very supportive through the whole, pretty much a year of my life taken up with this. It was Churchill. Wow. I'm sure she's very relieved that.
And during filming, this is going to sound, did you ever feel like you had morphed into him?
I don't. I mean, I honestly couldn't. I felt that sometimes you feel that a role and an actor come together, and it's it feels right. The fit.
I mean, the transformation physically was just startling. I said, that can't be him when I watched the movie. And you show a human side. We know Churchill from history, but what were you surprised to learn about him that we didn't know?
Well, I wasn't really that familiar with the details of what had happened. It was a very defining moment in world history and obviously in his premiership. But I didn't understand quite how close we came to really surrender. I think they would have dressed it up as a peace deal, but it would have been a capitulation. So it was nice. I thought that the script, what grabbed me, was that he has been represented many times over the years. But this 5 weeks in history was a very pivotal, important time. So it was nice to sort of take it out of the cabinet, and
let people see it. Gary, enjoy tonight. We'll see you very likely on that stage. Thank you so much.
Maybe. All right.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
Thank you.
We say goodbye to Gary Oldman. We say hello to Timothy Chalamet.
Hello, Timothy.
1 second.
Oh, we're bowing down. We're bowing
That's
down.
my sister Pauline.
Oh my
Great.
God.
How's your brother doing?
He's doing amazingly, isn't he?
Yes.
Really doing amazing. 2 big movies. Did you like Lady Bird better or Call Me by Your Name better?
Ooh, I have not asked her this.
That is a very tough question. Oh
Good,
God. Okay,
good.
I thought Call Me by Your Name is a beautiful love story, but I'm a huge fan of Greta Gerwig. So I don't know, but
Listen, you're talking to someone who changed her major at college because of
Greta
Frances
Gerwig,
Ha and
yeah.
because of Greta Gerwig. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Call Me by Your Name is such a beautiful movie. It's such a love story. It's just a love story, and we need love stories, real, genuine love stories right now.
Absolutely.
Indeed we do. And you tell me, and speaking to the director and to Army as well, it's like it's the greatest movie, and it was the greatest experience just to be in Italy for that protracted period of time.
Look, you get to work in Northern Italy for 3 months. Shoot, it didn't. We couldn't even. It didn't have to be a movie. It could have been anything,
Did you eat pasta every day?
It was pasta every day. I started the movie this big, and I ended the movie also this big, because I'm a pretty small guy, but that's all right.
Well, you can't blame that. Timothy, enjoy tonight.
Timothy.
Sister, you enjoy tonight too, okay?
Have fun, you guys.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, pleasure.
We consider them our
Congratulations.
brothers and sisters.
We do.
Megan Henderson and Doug Hulk across the way with a star from The Shape of Water.
Yes, Best Supporting Actor nominee Richard Jenkins. Congratulations on this exquisite movie. I've heard you really talk about how this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you being in this.
It is. It's, I always say at my age, for this to come along has been amazing. It came, I got an email from Guillermo saying, I want you to play Giles. Hope you love it as much as I do.
On the set, you're there, you're part of Guillermo del Toro's vision. Are you witnessing just how beautiful this film is as it's shot?
You are, but you don't really know until you see it. You think you do. I thought I had a beat on it. I thought I knew what it was, and then I saw it, and it just blew my mind.
When you get an email from Guillermo, is it kind of an automatic yes at that point?
One, you have to read it. I mean, sometimes you read a script and you think, there's a lot of people who do this better than me. Or you read it and you go, I understand this guy. I'd like to play this guy. And I knew immediately when I read it that I wanted to play it.
Well, best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
for
Thanks
taking
very
the time
much.
to talk to us.
My pleasure.
Congratulations on the
Thanks,
movie.
guys.
All right, you're watching the live from the Critics' Choice Award red carpet. We'll be right back after this.
And you're taking a live look as we come back to the Critics' Choice Awards. Liev Schreiber nominated today for Best Actor in a Drama on Television, but of course, the Critics' Choice is both the best of television and film. And with us right here, Brooklyn Prince. I saw Florida Project last night. You are awesome.
Like, amazing. She's also nominated today for one of the best young actresses. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I mean, I can't believe I'm here.
7.5 years old. How long have you been acting?
Since I was 2.
Since you were 2, so like forever, pretty much, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We saw her on that step and repeat, and you gave the moves. I mean, it's like you've been acting for decades. Look at this.
Look at these poses. I mean, does this girl know what she's doing?
I saw the over-the-shoulder twirl, too.
So is this something you practiced ahead of time?
Well, I did my first record, but just smiles, and my mom's like,
Yeah.
maybe you could spice it up a little bit. And
Yeah.
then I was like,
Why not?
okay.
And she spiced it up. Okay, so I noticed your purse. Who do we have on here?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. And so, how excited are you to meet Gal Gadot tonight?
I don't know if I'm gonna meet her,
I feel like you can.
but I am gonna meet her. I'm on the mission.
She would be thrilled to meet you.
I have already met her.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Well, Brooklyn, here's the deal. So we're going to give you something to add to your purse. This is some L'Organique spray.
It's perfume. You want that? It's very fancy, yes.
Oh,
There you go.
It's supposed to relieve it. L'Organique, it's called.
Smells delicious. We'll let you spray that in there. Have so much fun tonight, and good luck to you. Sam and Jess are going to send it over to you.
I know, we've got to talk you through.
We know it. We've seen it. Hi, you know what? We're presenting the first award, so the stage managers were talking to us about that.
Yeah.
We found a friend inside. Carrie Coon is here. Carrie, the food is, bring out the food plate. Let's see what everybody's having. Does it look yummy? What do you think?
It does look yummy. I love a little sandwich. Who doesn't love a little sandwich?
Apparently at award shows, when they serve food, it has to be cold food and sort of hand food, because they don't want to hear a little...
Clinking and clanking of the silverware.
That makes sense. I should know that. My little brother works these events in LA, and I should have asked him.
Is he working tonight?
No, he only works he worked the Emmys this year, and I think they've got him at work tonight, but he loves it. He loves plating 1,000 desserts.
And as you hear this voice saying, people must take their seats, and we see people are kind of coming in droves.
You don't take direction well, evidently.
Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's so happy to see each other. Yeah. It's really hard to get us to settle down when we get to run into all of our friends. Also, they gave us frozen yogurt outside, and everybody's all sugared up. Yeah.
That's when the real party starts, when everybody
All right, we'll do a
gets
quick pan around so you can see what's happening here. Let's take a look around. Okay, I saw Angelina Jolie over there. Who else are you fanning over?
Oh, I didn't even know she was here. I've never seen her in person.
There she is, that white dress.
Oh my,
see
she's
there?
gorgeous. They're always so gorgeous in person. I can't see anyone. Who else do you spot?
Yeah, that's my big spot.
On a chair.
Right. you could go ahead and do that.
I don't think I could be in higher platforms than the ones I'm in.
Now, Ian McGregor is right here at the table.
Yes, he is.
Could you tell Ian we're going to come over? Alert him. Okay, Ian, hang on. We're going to say hi to Mary Elizabeth.
Have fun.
And Ian McGregor.
Hello, everybody.
Kids, the show is about to begin. You and I, we're live on the pre-show. Mary Elizabeth, nice to see you both. Are you ready to sit here for 3 hours and see people receive awards, perhaps your show among them?
Absolutely. It's always fun to get together with our compatriots. You know, in these award shows, it's nice the whole filmmaking and television community gets together. And often we're all over the globe making our work, so it's nice to come together. It's good. Good
We're
fun.
like the people at a wedding that table hop. So
Is that who you are?
Yeah, that's what we're
See you
doing.
later on, maybe, when you hop back. Yeah.
Is there anybody that you're excited to see besides the folks at your table here?
A lot of people. I'm really excited for everybody in The Shape of Water because I love that movie. And Michael, who's not at our table but was in our show, is in that movie and he's so brilliant in it. And Call Me By Your Name and Glow. I love that TV show. So there's a lot of really amazing people here tonight.
Well, enjoy tonight. Megan and Doug are outside. They are actually dragging us backstage to announce the first award. If you go to CWTV.com, you can see that announcement. Depending where you are in the country, Critics' Choice Awards start at 8 o'clock in whatever time zone you're in. I love doing this with you, as I always do.
Fun, Sam. Mwah.
Megan, Doug, we'll go outside to you. Jessica and I are running backstage.
Okay, good luck to you guys. We are with the cast of 3 Billboards Outside, Ebbing, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. How huge is this?
Yeah, really huge.
Yeah,
Thank you.
got to be so excited.
Yeah.
We're so excited.
So excited.
So I just wanted to show you something, because as I've been watching every screener, I've been ranking them.
We are at the top.
What's at the top?
It's true.
3 billboards.
And here's the deal. We've got some news to share because I'm not the only one who feels that way. Apparently inside, you guys have already won Best Ensemble at the Critics' Choice.
Hey! He's like, I can go home now. Congratulations.
It was lovely. Call the car. We can go home now.
You didn't have to go inside. Jackets off, go to the bar.
At the Golden Globe, Sam Rockwell talked about how it was so fantastic to be a part of a movie that people are seeing. How special has that been?
I mean, that's the whole idea, is to get a scene.
It's quite rare. It's quite rare for us, but it's very nice.
Because a lot of these indie movies don't get the same attention that these big blockbuster movies get.
No,
You know
that's
what, you
true.
read a good script, and you hope something like this happens, and something special has happened, and it's continuing to happen, and we love it. This is amazing. I'm talking too much, but that's fine.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I think on behalf of all the cast, because it really is an ensemble piece, and I think Martin has done an incredible job in writing this screenplay. He only wrote one draft that then became the film that you see on screen, and yeah, it was a really special experience.
When you're taking part of a project like this with Frances McDormand, with Woody Harrelson, with Sam Rockwell, do you expect that the awards are going to come with it?
Yes.
Good answer.
That's an honest answer.
I guess that is pretty honest.
Frances McDormand is incredible. She's magical. She's unique. Woody Harrelson's like the most loved guy in Hollywood. Sam is a master of the art. We have an incredible team behind us. Like, the crew was amazing, you know, and Graham and Peter, who you see here, and Martin McDonagh is just a genius. I mean, it really is a recipe for a beautiful piece of art.
And so far, every award show we've been to, I mean, it's been kicking some butt.
We've had a good time. The Golden Globes was fun on Sunday. Winning 4 of those was great. It's the 3rd film we've made with Martin McDonagh. 2nd Abby has made. And then we had the BAFTA Awards. We had 9 nominations out on Tuesday. Martin McDonagh won a DGA nomination this morning, and this is a big one for the ensemble. This is an amazing cast. We had a good time.
Guys, thank you so much. Go enjoy yourselves in
Wait,
there.
before we go, this one's been eyeing the licorice over here that we have. You go ahead, have some
Handful.
licorice
Go for the
there,
handful.
grab a handful.
Take some
Exactly.
Lagunitas,
Guys,
some,
have a
beauty
wonderful
spray.
one. Sam and Jess, we'll send it back over to you.
Here is the Best Adapted Screenplay envelope. It's actually, that's the award we're going to be handing out. These stage managers are like, we've got to get backstage, we've got to get backstage. We wanted to say hello to everyone, encourage you to stay tuned to watch the actual ceremony. We're doing these awards. Olivia Munn will host. It's going to be an amazing night. Every star is here.
I know, Angelina Jolie is right over there. Octavia Spencer I've seen. It is a packed house. The hard part is going to be trying to, like at a wedding when someone's giving the speech, to try to get everybody to stop talking. But
We'll see you at the awards.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.